on this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak.
Oh shit. Oh, interesting. So there's two different types of combat. Really? Oh. Man got cut down. Who's that? Is that Ren? Is that my girl Ren? Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak. I almost said Final Fantasy. In the last part, we returned to Zemuria. Only this time, now we are in Calvard. This little lady came to this man looking for some help that she couldn't go to the police for. So we're hunting down some stolen ordnance, and we're chasing after an informant who can't be trusted. So let's see where this all leads. I got some learning to do about this game. Okay, so we got dodge roll. Those are the same types of monsters we saw earlier. You don't even need to deploy our shields to clean up a small fry like this. Let's move in and clobber them. Right. Where's blah? Oh shit. Oh, interesting. So there's two different types of combat. Really? Yeah, we got through that safely. You did well in there without even shards. And you're pretty handy with that orbital staff. Ah, thank you. I like being able to put up a little bit of distance between me and the other enemies. It helps me remain calm when I'm dispatching them. Sounds like a solid strat. I'll cover the front so you can focus on support from the back. Will do. By the way, Vaughn, I've never seen a weapon like that before. It's shaped like a sword, but it doesn't actually have an edge, does it? It's a stun caliber. Just like Mar, it's a more unique weapon I got through my connections. And it does have an edge, actually. Using it to take a little trick, but that's not what I want to focus on right now. Every battle is kind of like a puzzle of their own. You need a way of whether to end it without deploying shards, or if we can go all in. You need to figure out how to take them each at a time, and the answer's not always going to be the same. Keep that in mind as we go along, yeah? Yes, I'll try. I don't understand a word you just said, man. You can switch to command battle at any time. What's the benefit from doing that, though? Okay, that's lock on. During command battle, shard skills are activated on the activation percentage displayed. Okay. And Shroud, Flare Impact, blah blah, Guardian, deploys a shield when your allies under attack. You start. Okay. Alright. Escaping. Hold square. Hold blonde to release shards. You can also end command and shift to a field battle. This feature is unlocked after multiple turns if the battle begins with an enemy advantage. This is not possible in certain fights or boss battles. Makes sense. Okay, so turn-based, basically that means if turn-based is too difficult for you, you can switch. Alright? Information. Alright. Oh, do I even have the, okay, what do we have here? Rot. Inflicts damage after moving. HP recovery down. Antiseptic. I already know freeze, burn, sealed, mute, and blind. Death blow. Depletes CP and no chance of movements. Interesting. Okay. So interesting. So you can choose between having turn-based and the traditional way, huh? Interesting. But what's the benefit? Like, if I just wanted to do like field battles, like, what's the benefit? I might have to look that up. Interesting. Okay. I might have to look that up, because I don't know what the benefits are for doing one or the other. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting. That's definitely a shift. And it's cool that they included both the original the classic style of combat and also a new form of combat too. Again, I don't know if the benefits outweigh the other if I choose one or the other, or if they serve the same. Oh great, drones. Hate those things. Most weapons will be more or less bounce off the jelly-like bodies, but that won't be a problem for my orbital staff. Smart girl. That's a good idea. As a result of the rule of thumb, enemies resistant to physical attacks are usually weak to orbital arts. You probably already know this, but your orbital staff basically works just like orbital arts. Sans the cast time. I'll be using orbital arts with these guys, but you can pick it between them and your staff. Whatever's more convenient for you. Alright. Alright. We got some arts. EP, blah, yeah, we know that. Press square to swap between attack and support arts. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did you tell me like what they're weak to? Oh, they do. Okay. So these guys are weak to wind. Alright, okay, that's healing. I move with a dick! Ooh. Nice! I think I muted them too. Alright. How do you change? Okay, that's how you change targets. Nice! And that's all she wrote. Good job, Vaughn. She's holding a lot better than I thought. I've expected her to give up by now, or at least want to take a break. Something the matter? Nah, don't mind me. My orbital staff's pretty convenient when dealing with these guys. That and your orbital arts are pretty neat. A neat asset. It's nice having you unlock my 6. Just make sure you stay behind me. Leave the front lines to me. Vaughn. I will. Thank you. Okay. About HP recovery. Okay. Got it. I'm not that stupid. Alright, cool. I already figured that out. When enemy attack, leaders attack while in a precarious position. Command battle begins the enemy at a disadvantage. Or at an added advantage. Yeah, I already know about that. Preemptive strikes and whatnot. I don't know what you said, lady. Oh, that's right. I got the hollow voice. Change the hollow core. How do I... So we got defaults. We gotta turn it off. Latoya Hamilton. I don't even know. Latoya. Who the fuck are you? I don't remember you at all. Ren Bright. I don't know you. Judith Lancer. I don't know you. Barkhorn. What? Wait. Okay, no. Alright, I'll go with Ren Bright with Miss Ren. Alright. So, like, if I want to kill this guy... Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Interesting. Alright. I gotta say, I'm actually liking this a little bit. Gotta say. It's definitely takes some getting used to, but having the ability to free between the classic combat and like a more action-based, I kind of like that actually. Usually when they have that kind of thing, it's kind of like a hybrid between the two, like with the Final Fantasy VII remake. Here, they literally keep both systems in play. I actually really like that. Oh, I missed the train. Yeah, but I'm actually really liking this. It keeps the game new, but keeps the old at the same time. So it's really not changing a whole lot. Alright. Do you think these are Giacomo's footsteps? Giacomo's? Yeah, Fresh has a few minutes ago, I'd wager. Which doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. With all the monsters we've encountered along the way, he must have encountered some too. Yeah, I didn't hear any gunshots either, so he had to have slipped past them all unnoticed. And there's only one way he could have done that. What's that? Don't worry about it, just something I learned about in the past. His stealth suit. Anyway, we're almost at his hideout. Stand guard. Will do. That stealth suit that we saw. Alright. Oh, look at them all. There's a lot more of these guys around than I expected. So what's the plan? Should we pick off the numbers one by one? Nah, that'd take too much time. I'll cut a path through, so sit close to me. Understood. Charge attack. Okay. Press R2 for a charge attack. Activate when the gauge is at max. This deals heavy stun damage. Fill the gauge by attacking enemies. Last second dodges will also fill the gauge. Alright. Press blah to deploy shards when enemy is stunned to activate a shard strike. Get us to strike first this way, so make sure to use charge attacks to stun enemies. Oh, interesting. Stun enemies can't move for a set period of time. Makes sense. Attacking an enemy with a readily increasing stun gauge 100%. Stunning them. Stun shows how close they are to 100%. Stun an enemy with AT bonus to steal their AT bonus. Wait, what? Interesting. Okay. Alright, Alright. Alright. I didn't mean to do that. I'm dead anyway. Meanwhile,
たく便利なのはいいが疲れやすいのが難点だな。まあ腐っても第5世代軍の虎の子だっただけはある。汚職将校からゆすりネタと引き換えに巻き上げといてよかったぜ。さてとこれからどうするか。物はあそこに隠しておけばそうそうは見つからねえはずだ。なんとか A に高値で売りつけるが、どこぞの研究所やメーカーに持ち込むか。アークライドが連れてたあの小娘、物の進化を知ってそうだったな。こましがいがありそうだし、なんとか奴を出し抜いてみるか。うまくいきゃミラだけじゃなくていろいろと楽しませてもらえそう。
虎ぬたぬきのなんとやらだな。
あんたらはどうしてここに。
そう反応するということはやはりあの場所にいたわけか。
半グレどもの動きを掴んだ上で警察に情報を流して漁夫の利か。なかなか優秀な情報屋じゃないか。
待て、俺が悪かった。盗んだ物はちゃんと返す。ミラや情報なんかもサービスする。女神に誓ってあんたら A に立てつくつもりなんて。
もう遅い。
我らを甘く見たこと、恐怖をもってあがなうがいい。
今のは
ジャコモの声だ。ついてこい。ただし背中から離れんな。
oh boy, the mafia.
そうきたかよ。
一体何が起こって。
It's the mafia.
始めるか。
So how do you switch between characters in the field?
やりました。
Glowhammer. Alright.
一息つけそうだな。
Alright.
生き返るぜ。
Before I go in there. Hang on, man. Ow. Oh. Man got cut down.
バンさん、ジャコモさんが手当てしないと。
手遅れだ。もう事切れてる。
そんな。
抵抗しようとした姿勢。問答無用で喉をかき切られたか。獲物はナイフ。いや、マチェットか。それにこの左手の指の形は。
お前たち何をしている。これは。うわっ。血。
情報やジャコモ、任意聴取をしようとした矢先にか危ない橋を渡っていたようだが、どうやら一通りの事情を聞かせてもらう必要がありそうだな。
Wonderful.
人310現場確保。重要参考人2名を確保。最伝署へ任意同行で連行する。
Great. Wonderful. We're already arrested. We're not even 2 hours in. We got arrested. Great. Please, Miss Claudel, you can talk to me. What were you doing in a place like that? What did the man with you say to trick you into going? Nothing. If anything, I was the one who persuaded him. What the request was that Mr. Arkwright accepted, though I'm afraid I can't say anything more. You are aware that this may end up causing trouble for your school, aren't you? I'm not sure how we can avoid contacting them now that you're involved in this. I understand. This all feels like a nightmare. I can't believe someone I was just talking to hours ago is now... All my insisting has gotten Vaughn caught up in this.
いい加減にしろ、バーン・アークライド。
Oh boy. Detective Nate.
あの整備路には偶然入っただけ？連れの子には社会科見学させていた？そんな言い訳が通用するとでも思ってんのか？
What do you want me to say? It's the truth. You think I volunteered to be coming here just to tell lies? I sure do. You may as well be as a criminal yourself, Spriggan. No way in hell someone like you just happened to come across a murder scene. Stranger things have happened. Come on, you take out your victim. Interrogate all your victims this way? You tense from overwork? How about I lend you a hand? Got a handyman's license even. Serves with a smile and always willing to lend an ear. That's the Arkwright Solutions motto. Son of a... I'm more curious why you happened to show up when you did. He was a real slimeball, but he was also nobody. Just what were you hoping to get out of him? What was so important that it requires a bunch of officers and 2 investigators?
どうやら噂以上に一筋縄じゃいかん若造のようだな。
Who are you, man? Inspector Daswani?
刃こそついていないとはいえ、見たこともない武器に最新式の戦術動力機。ここ数年の業績内容も限りなくグレーで非合法のラインをギリギリで見極めている。こちらがその気になれば、いつでも謙虚に切り替えられるんだぞ。
Wow, that's harsh. It's just a self-defense baton. That's my Zypha. That's just for the orbital net. I've been authorized to have one as a tester, I'll have you know. Though, hey, even I know that authorization coming from a questionable foreign company ain't the best look.
自分で言うな自分で。まったく調子の狂う若造だ。
Inspector, I say we grew this guy good. It's clear he's a total good for nothing. You don't lead a pretty lady astray without having some kind of ulterior motive. Like him, that young detective? Huh. Just don't go too deep into that rabbit hole. You think I look bad? Just wait till people hear a cop got hooked on hitting up a juveniles for favors. But you know my address if you ever get in hot water over it. You think you can waltz in here and... Nate, don't let him rile you up. Who's this? Man's. And just who the hell are you? This room's off limits.
今回の件で協力を要請した CID のものです。
Reen Kincaid?
カルバード中央情報省分析室所属キンケイドです。この度はジャコモコンテの捜索に協力していただいて感謝します。ま、一歩及ばず連れたのは別の小物のようですが。
Are you serious? I feel awful for losing him. Really? It was clear as day that this guy knows something. We'll have it all out of him before long. Mark might... That won't be necessary. He and his companion will be coming with us. Huh? On what grounds? Our own investigation has led us to safely rule them out as culprits in Mr. Conte's murder. As such, for reasons I'm not at liberty to discuss, they'll be coming into our custody. I trust that won't be a problem. Oh, not at all. Do what you want with them. Don't be such a damn suck-up. Should have known this is how it'd be once they showed up. Very well. This is always the CID's request. Do as you will. As much of a low-life scum as he was, we're dealing with a man's death here. I'll thank you and you to remember that. Of course I will. You needn't worry about that. Leave everything to us. Vaughn! Oh, thank goodness. They let you go too? Yeah, after this troublemaker showed up.
分析官。それでは自分はこれで。
ああ、例のルートは任せた。室長への報告も頼む。
CID 中央情報省の方だそうですね。
らしいな。若手だが結構やりそうだ。そんなやり手を顎で使うとはずいぶん出世したじゃねえか、ルネ。
Oh, they know each other.
ルネと呼ぶなと言っただろう。久しぶりだな、バン。直接顔を合わせるのは3年ぶりか。
あれを顔合わせと言っていいかは疑問だがな。相変わらずの切れ味じゃねえか、この鬼畜メガネが。
お前ほどじゃないさ、スプリガン。裏技に絡めて持ち前のしぶとさを最大限に生かしている意味ではな。
言ってろ。
現在うちはジャコモをやった2人組を探している。わずかだがあの整備室に痕跡を残していた2人組よ。
さすが仕事が早いじゃねえか。となると
お前の鼻の良さとうさんくさい人脈だけは勝っている。そちらのお嬢さんの依頼とやらにも関知はしない。代わりに何か分かれば連絡しろ。さっきの借りを返す意味でもな。
連絡先を交換したわよ。
面白いフォローを使っているな。ところでバン、あいつには連絡したのか？まだまだ青いな。それではお嬢さんもお気をつけて。
So, you two are friends? Nah, he's just an old acquaintance. I can't seem to shake. Then, certainly look like friends to me. Anyway, as much as I hate being in his debt over anything, this will be over way faster with him on the case. Both solving Giacomo's murder and your job. I see. If you want to call this whole thing off, I'm fine with that. won't charge anything if you do. Not after how much of a mess this has turned into. Leaving this to me will also work if you trust me enough. That's not an issue, but now that someone's lost a life, I don't think I can afford to avert my eyes. It's not right. Can I not stay with you for at least today? It pains me to cause you more problems than I already have, but at the same time, you're too young to worry about causing your elders problems. Alright, if you're that set on this, then let's get back to work. Next up, we take the subway to Riverside. What? You aren't thinking of going back and seeing the crime, are you? Nah, it's still gonna be sealed off, so no way we're getting close to it. I got somewhere else in mind. Let's get moving. I'd still like to get this wrapped up today. Alright. Who's this? The lady. Pardon me? Huh? Just who are you? Marielle Ayame.
タイレル通信新人記者のマリエル・エーメって言います。社会部に配属されたばかりで、とある方面から小耳に挟みまして、事件について何かご存知だったり、ぜひぜひコメントを。
We got good instincts on you, Missy. The cops just took in a key witness, being questioned as we speak. Sounds like it's a detective called Nate in charge. I'm thinking he'll have more for you if you run in now. Vaughn, you can't just.
親切にありがとうございます。見てなさいよ、リンゴブラッド。今度こそ出し抜いてやるんだから。
Wait, the key witnesses here aren't.
災難だったようだな。
Nothing I'm not used to. I'm gonna go see Bermotti now. Bermotti. That should square us out after I lent a hand on that case with that spoiled brat.
任せておけ。
That wasn't very nice of you, Vaughn. You can't just feed someone in their position false information. Sure I can. Last thing we need when we're busy is a reckless rookie sticking her nose into our shit. Why not let her make trouble for the cops and make our job easier? Well, wait for me! Huh. Looks like they still have it cordoned off. What do you think will happen in Giacomo? They should have already had his body taken out for an autopsy a while ago. But we don't need an expert to see whoever slit his throat was a pro. So, where exactly are we going? The cafe and bar over there. Oh, is it open now? About to be. Today's hours should be about from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Might be better to kill a little time before going in. He's probably still sitting up for the evening. Oh, sure. Alright. Let's see, what else we got around here? So there's nothing really to look at, so we can just go straight to the shop. Or the cafe. Look, it's still getting ready to open. Shall we go in anyway and keep wandering around? I'm ready to go. So, there are gonna be like a couple of no points no returns. So if there's things you want to buy and whatnot, I check it out. Actually, I haven't gone to that shop yet over there. The Bradley shop. Let me go over there real quick.
日中の喧騒が消えて落ち着いた雰囲気ですね。
ああ、それもまたここ
Can't go in there?
ここは何のお店ですか？
車の整備屋。男のロマンが詰まった場所だな。
Can I go in?
こっちじゃね
No, come on. I want to buy a car, though. Fine. I'm ready to go. Oops. Oh boy.
待っていたわよ、バンちゃん。そろそろ来るんじゃないかと思ったわ。そっちの可愛い子ちゃんが依頼者かしら。制服が似合ってるわね。
Hello. Come on, we only just walked in the door and he already got her red. Got her red. For Modi. For Modi.
私はベルモッティ。このお店のオーナー兼バーテンダーでね。バンちゃんとはただならぬ関係でもあるわ。
You have a boyfriend? We just scratch each other's backs, that's all. Helps that he makes some of the best coffee and cocktails in town. He's also a first-rate information dealer with a hell of a lot of fishy contacts. Oh, I see. My name is Agnes Claudel. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, isn't she a polite one? What a lovely client you have today. So, I assume your letter led you here regards Giacomo? That's right. Word travels fast. Of course it would. Seeing the crime was practically in my front yard. I found him difficult to like as someone in the same trade. But I'd never wished this on him. Even if he did most likely bring it on himself. What do you mean? So he did put his hand on the fire. Guessing it was last night? Well, guess. You're absolutely right. One of my sources tells me he tipped off the police. He said a criminal gang was in the midst of a massive drug deal. Well, that's no good. It's not that uncommon. But I'm more thinking it was a hoax. Indeed it was. The police arrested several from the scene, but they found no evidence that drugs ever changed hands. However, it did look like they were in the middle of a dispute of some kind. But who the other party was, they could not ascertain. The ones we caught were also saying something along the lines of, "Who ratted us out? They wouldn't have done it, so it was someone on our side." Huh. Judging by all you said, it sounds like those criminals in that other party were so scheduled to do some kind of deal, even if it wasn't drug-related. And Giacomo called the police on them, creating confusion by doing so. Well, well. Yeah, you're dead on. He then took advantage of that to make off from something from the scene, and ended up with a one-way ticket to the other side for it. Oh boy. I'm thinking it's along the same lines as yours, though I haven't got a clue what that something is in question is. As for how he was able to make off with it completely undetected, I can only speculate. There must have been some kind of trick to it. You don't think he used a Zypha, do you? No, there aren't many of them in circulation. I think he used the previous model, which fits his objective much better. There's a fair number of them making the rounds in the black markets these days. A Ramda, huh? Calvart's 5th generation orbment. Yeah, one developed between Vern and the Epstein Foundation a while back. It was used by the police and the army for a while, but as soon as the 6th gen was introduced, they wasted no time dumping it. Zyph was better, sure, but the Ramda was just as good as Erebonia's Arcus back then, and with its most notable feature being stealth capabilities. So you think he used that stealth to hide something? Quite. Well, less something, more someone. Himself. It lets you disappear as if by magic. How long it lasts depends on the user, and it can't avoid tripping sensors. But slipping into a scene that's already in disarray and stealing something? That would be child's play. That does all make sense. Puts it all in perspective for us, huh? When we charged the maintenance room after hearing a scream, all we found was Giacomo's corpse. But we weren't the only people who were there. The criminals who slit his throat were still there too. They just snuck right past us and used Ramda's stealth capabilities. Ugh. That's a grim thought. What fearless criminals they are. Certainly not bottom of the barrel. We could be dealing with Jaegers. Or perhaps... Whoever they are, they recovered what they were out looking for, so I doubt you'll find success in pursuing them any further. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh? Knew he wouldn't keep me waiting.
ここ数年のやつの拠点を送った監視カメラのログ付きだ。
Thanks, we'll call this even.
ちなみに昨日の時点でどこかの弾が動いている気配はない。せいぜい気をつけておけ。
Alright, guess I'm in your debt again. What was that all about? So, Giacomo had multiple hideouts, did he? That could mean whatever he stole is in one of those, but if it wasn't a Jaeger Corps he had a run-in with. Oh, forget it. I can't believe he turned a dingo! And right in front of me! You know I'll sing like a canary for you any day of the week. Sorry about I never was much of a faithful type. Well, we got a lot of new information out of that. I'm just surprised at how well connected you are. What can I say? I spend time putting people in my debt so I can cash in favors when I need them.
さぞご立派な貸しなのでしょうね。
Ooh. Hello, little lady.
そちらの常連というのは風の噂で聞いていたけど、まさかこんなタイミングで出くわすなんてね。
そうだな。タグ、ルネのやつといい、どんな日だっつうの。
こそこそしていたものね、あなた。よっぽど後ろ暗いところがあるみたいだし、警察署に連行されたことだって半分以上が自業自得といったところかしら。
否定はしねえが、早速聞きつけてきやがったか。
ええ、そこの現場も見せてもらった。ジャコモ氏は問題人物だったけど、情報屋として何度か接触していたから。それより捜査官さんたちとタイレルの女記者さんが怒っていたわよ。引っかき回して掴むやり方、相変わらずみたいね。
さて、何のことかね。くそ、さすがにやりづれえな。
Elaine, Claire.
はじめまして、エレインよ。いきなり割り込んでごめんなさい。いえ。お互い忙しいでしょうし、積もる話はまたいずれしましょう。この先は早い者勝ち。CID や警察、私たちも含めてね。言うまでもなく、彼らももう察していると思うけど、この先はきちんと線引きしなさい。ジャコモ氏を殺めた二人組、おそらく A よ。
だろうな。一つ仮にしてやる。
You know her? What, you do too? Yeah, she does pop up in the paper once in a blue moon. Of course I know her! She's really famous! I don't think there's anyone in Calvar who doesn't know the face of Elaine LeClaire. She's one of the youngest braces ever to reach A rank in the guild. They're ace! And they even call her... I can't remember, but it's something like... Beauty's Blade. Elegant enough for someone so adept at the swordsmanship of the Old Kingdom. Hard not to feel for her for having Beauty slapped on her title. Are the two of you close? She's just an old friend. Anyway, we've wasted enough time here. We almost got this one in the bag. We can talk stuff through while we're on the move. Ooh. Is that the Sword Maiden? I don't know. Making sure, I think it's safe to assume the thing Giacomo made off of is the orbit you're looking for. You know it was stolen from an antique shop a week ago by a gang of punks. Said punks then met with a pair of others to deliver, and at this point likely had some dispute over Mira. That was when the police charged onto the scene, leaving Giacomo, who called them, to snatch the goods using his ronda. But then that pair tracked him down the very next day. They waited in ambush for him at the crime scene, murdered him, and stole his ronda and used it to escape. Rondas are like any other kind of computer in that they've got apps to note things down and store info in them. Giacomo was always a cautious one, so I'm sure he wouldn't have made the info too easy to identify. But I'm guessing the locations of his hideouts around there, so the culprits could use the device to find him. Do you think his murderers are also using the Rondo to find which spot has what he sold in? Pretty much. Fortunately, we've been able to use the data on his recent movements to narrow down the top 3 places it could be. One's in front of Tryon Tower in the 3rd District, one's near Central Station in the 7th District, and then there's one in the 12th District around the Grand Circuit's racetrack on the outskirts of town. Which of them would you say is the most fishy? So, like with all the other games, there's always been like dialogue choices that you need to make, and if you make the right one, you get bonus points. So you want to make sure you select option 2. Oh yeah? Why'd you go with that? Well, Summerfest was being held in the tower until late last night. I believe the Z1 Grand Prix was also being held at the circuit then. I can't imagine you would want to risk his hideout being discovered by going inside when there were lots of people around. Nice work. There's a door down an alley just before the station that leads it underground. My guess is Giacomo hid what we're after down there. Then that means we should... Nah, no we. You're getting off at the next stop. What? Closest station to your dorms, right? Don't worry, I'll have this thing cracked by the end of the day, and the goods will be with you by tomorrow. But you were fine with me helping you before. Before. This is now. The affiliation of Giacomo's murderers changes everything. Are you referring to that A group? Yeah. Everyone is on guard about him right now. Not just the cops and the guild either. I'm talking to other organized crime groups and even Jaeger Corps. That's who we're up against. I can't promise I can keep you safe. So this is what we gotta do. I'm sorry. Alright. I knew it, she hopped back on.
ごめんなさい。わがままを言って。でも、あの探し物は私にとっては絆なんです。ひいおじいちゃんだけじゃなく、お母さんやおばあちゃんとの、それだけじゃなくて、人が一人亡くなって、足手まといかもしれないですけど、それでも自分の目で足で最後まで立ち会って見届けたいんです。安全には最大限注意します。どんな指示にも従えるよう備えます。ですからダメでしょうか。
しゃあねえ。クライアントはあんただ。獲物にアーツもそれなりに使える。全くの足手まといでもねえしな。だがてめえの安全を最優先しろ。俺の指示にも即座に従ってもらう。守れない場合は契約終了だ。いいな。はい、
ありがとうございます。
Alright.
イーディス中央駅、イーディス中央駅、大陸横断鉄道、各地方への乗り
She's a
換えは
woman with a plan. Feels like the sun went down real fast. But even at this hour, nothing going on, there are so many people. This is how most people arrive in the city after all. Not to mention all the department stores. There's also that fancy new herbal store that doubles as a cafe that's been drawing a lot of customers. Yeah, I know the one. Funny to think how much this area's changed in just a couple of years. Those big screens weren't here before either. But now it's hard to imagine them not being here. She's changing so fast it makes your head spin. True it is.
18時45分になりました。この時間のニュースをお伝えします。本日15時、バンタイユ地区大統領府でグラムハート大統領が定例会見を開きました。主な内容はエレボニア帝国からの賠償金が年内に終了することについての今後の見通しです。
2年前、一方的に侵略戦争を仕掛けてきた帝国に我々は寛大な心でその過ちを許しました。代償たる賠償金の総額は莫大なものでしたが、それらは全て正当なもの。数百年もの暴虐を水に流し、大陸諸国の一員として復帰する手助けすらした対価とも言えるでしょう。そして現在、我が国と帝国はクロスベルも含めかつてないほど平穏な関係を築くに至っています。その礎となった賠償金が年内に終了するにあたり、景気低迷を案じる声もありますが、全くの杞憂です。2年にわたる経済成長、資本の蓄積、技術革新はカルバードを大陸最大の国家へと成長させました。もはや我々を上回る国家は存在し得ない。ですが当然その状況に慢心はできません。ゼムリア大陸を世界を主導する立場として、今後は帝国も含めた大陸諸国を導くことこそが。
Well, if it's everyone's favorite president, he's a little heavy-handed, but you can't say he hasn't delivered. Calvar's GDP passed the empires in his first year in office, and this year is on track to surpass that by a lot. Yes, I suppose that's true. He's been enacting some very dangerous policies across the board, and not just economically. Compared to the last guy, yeah, Samuel Rocksmith seemed more grounded. Anyway, didn't mean to talk politics. Would prefer not to waste time in rival territory. You have a rival? Ooh, the Bracer Guild. Oh, the Bracer Guild. I do remember hearing they had a branch to the Central Station. Yep, maybe they aren't expecting to hear anything close to home, but they still got a sharp crew on board. So let's get to work. We gotta get what we're looking for before the duo who got Giacomo do. Right. Do you know where the entrance to this base is then? Right over there. The alley next to that old department store leads to the door we're looking for. Come on. Yes, sir. Ooh. I want to look around. What do we got? We have no shops anywhere. Can I go to the Orwell Cafe?
やっぱりここからだとトリオンタワーが綺麗ですね。
高さ230アージュ。イーディスのどこからでも見えるランドマークタワー。おっと、旅行者は
I can't go that way? My controller's dead. Alright. I guess I'm not going that way. Can I go in the department store? Can I do some shopping? Absolutely not. Alright. This is it? Yeah, this one doesn't lead to the subway. But you can still jimmy it the same way. Was Giacomo the one who altered the locks like this? Not him. It's just been a thing us shady folks have known about for a while. There are places like this all over the city people make good use of. CID knows about them too. They just leave it alone. They do? Why? I'm sorry. I keep egging conversation on when we really need to move. I'm ready for whatever we'll find here. Good, because there's no turning back now. Alright. Is something wrong? Nah, we can go in. Was that just my imagination? I don't pick up a scent, so I guess it doesn't matter out of the way. Who's that? Is that Ren? Is that my girl Ren? She's got the hair. And I think Ren moved to Calvar to attend the school to Aramis Academy. I think that's Ren. Her voice sounds familiar. Oh, she even has the bands around her hair. That's definitely Ren. That's definitely Ren. She's grown up. The station underground ruins. Ew, it's definitely a ruin. Is this place really a relic from the Middle Ages? Might go back to the Dark Ages even. It might not have a leg up on the old capital's history, but it still goes back to the Middle Ages easy enough. Attack on all the subways and waterways we've been building. The underground's sprawling mess and a half now. I see. I suppose it does make sense that a place like this would exist here when you think about it enough. What? Crap. Fawn, is that a monster? Well, spirit more like. Never seen them in the capital. The hell's up with this? Sure, you don't want to turn back and wait outside the station? A cafe to be a good spot to. No, I'm fine. I have a feeling my staff and marts will be highly effective against foes like these. So if anything, I'm relieved I came with you instead of staying behind. Huh. Got me good? Well, let's do this. I'll back you up, so feel free to go hog wild. Then I will. There's the higher elements in play here. Well, let me just give these just in case. Ooh. These are Zypha cords, aren't they? Yeah, insert them to your Zyphus slot, and they'll let you use different shards. Give it a shot. You'll pick it up faster than me explaining it. Then I will. Yeah, you can set cords, blah blah. Alright, I get it. I don't want to do this. I already know how to do it. By setting quartz and open slots, you can manifest all sorts of shard skills. Each line has different shard skills. The overall attribute of value for a line changes with the set quartz when you reach a certain number of attribute points. Makes sense. I figured that out. It's worth noting the quartz set into the attribute lock slots are worth double their point values. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Alright. Alright. Well, we got some new stuff. Evade. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have an evasion tank. That's also something I gotta figure out. Who the evasion tank is in this game. Now we're ready to move on. Yeah, let's get... Wait. This feels like... I knew it! The higher elements are active here. The hell? What do you mean? I'm sure you can tell this part just from the fights we've had so far, but... Monsters are usually only weak to the 4 basic elements. Fire, water, earth, and wind. But every once in a while, you'll find a place where they can be weak or resistant to the higher elements. Time, space, and mirage. You're saying that this is one such place? Pretty sure it is, yeah. By the way, we'll soon find out. Let's get moving. Oh boy. Okay, I figured that out. Check the enemy's weakness via the target command. Affected elements icons. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I get what those are. I get what those symbols are. I was confused by why I said Ia. Earth. Duh. So it's earth, water, fire, wind. Okay, I get it. Space, time, and mirage. Well, I don't know why I don't know why I it didn't click before. Alright. Alright. I am going to wrap it up here. When we come back, we will progress through this tunnel, see what shenanigans we can come across in here, and we'll see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.